Hallo Leute und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Let's Stream Final Fantasy 16 New Game Plus, Final Fantasy Schwierigkeitsgrad Episode 18. Es gibt ein paar Leute, die wollen was von uns. Hauptsächlich Briefe. Und Kram. Oh, sieh mal an, wen haben wir denn hier?
Welcome back, my lord. I only just arrived myself. No one seemed to know where I should go, so I thought I'd guard your chambers until instructed otherwise.
My chambers do not need guarding, but thanks. Thanks nonetheless. Es wird auch noch dauern, bis wir das voll und fertig kriegen. Mhm. Oh ja, stimmt. Löse Problem, das... Ja, true, das war's. Das löse Probleme. Löse Probleme, aka...
Wasn't expecting you back so soon. Your benefactors are a generous lot. You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
1500 Erfahrung. It's not bad. Ich glaube, wir haben das ein bisschen übertrieben, was das angeht. Mock! I need... Okay, die andere Öffnung da. Können wir überspringen? Hatten wir beim letzten Mal schon. Der Drache. Wenn wir ganz zum Schluss machen. In Sunbreak. Erstmal nach Dalimil. Ja, wir sind schon mit dem allen auch schon fertig, mehr oder weniger. Also wie da. Dalimil.
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried? You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalimil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago. Any idea where they went? The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Oh well, let's go.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
Wir werden einen...
They're both as stubborn as the lover's pox and every bit as irritating. The more one insists on their proposed plan of action, the more the other rails against it. Oh, they've successfully split the town asunder just when we should be standing as one.
Jetzt... Oh! Und... Das Torgas streicheln, das muss einfach sein.
Poor bastard. Couldn't run because of the weight of his load. Still, better a branded than one of us.
Ach, ja, stimmt. Die sind hier alles Rassisten. I completely forgot.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Die sind die Ecke.
Victor.
Und fallen übereinander her. Und zwar nicht nur ärgerlich. Die sind, wie sagt man so schön, was sich liebt, das neckt sich.
Haven't we had enough fighting?
I know I bloody well have. The next time those two go for each other's throats, I'm barring them both.
Victor!
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
Yeah. Indeed, let's hope so.
So, you see my predicament? What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight. My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, We are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves, and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own, before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits?
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Let's go at it.
Hold on! I'll have my branded heal your hurts.
And wastes his life, yes, sure.
Picture it, Conrad. Your own city guard. With you as captain.
Me? I don't know about that.
Next thing you know, Natalie'd be offering the bandits bed and board.
Find more supplies. We might as well scatter seeds near a rat's nest. They're the problem, and only steel will solve it.
Here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 200 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Ich wollte gerade sagen, ist es nicht sehr viel dunkler als in der What? Der Cutscene.
Next thing you know, Natalie'd be offering the bandits bed and board.
Then let us band together and show these brutes that Dalimil is not to be trifled with.
Wir könnten morgen natürlich auch schon anfangen.
Fucking thieving bastards!
As if life hadn't been hard enough round here since the fan fell.
If you're wondering why Dalimil's in such a sorry state, you can blame the bandits. Them and the mercenaries who are guarding the gates. Though I can hardly fault them for running. Fighting would have meant death. Did for more than a few.
My shop? Why would anyone do such a thing?
Because people are evil. Menschen sind böse.
If I had my pickaxe, I would.
Don't get yourself worked up. You need rest.
What's that Branded doing all on his own? Has he lost his master?
Maybe he did.
Here you are. I thought I told you to go and hide in the inn.
I tried, but they were everywhere. I was so scared.
Damn it all! Why did Kupka have to go and get himself killed? He was the only thing standing between us and this.
Fuck! How the hell did they find it? No one knew where I was keeping that kill.
They're not done with us yet. They'll be back for more.
What then? Should we leave?
But where would we go?
Gute Frage. Ich glaube.
So much for the men of the rock. The cowards took to the hills as soon as they saw the mob coming.
Ja, hier waren sie ja auch überall.
We saw it all from upstairs. The bandits came and started attacking everyone. It was really scary.
Da-da. Puh. Gleich noch. Der genug rumgelatscht. Ich kann mich aber... Okay, ich dachte, da hing gerade einer bei der Lampe. Like, what? Come on, for real?
All this after the last cell saws we paid for proved themselves such reliable souls. You'd have us throw good gill after bad.
What a predicament.
Never poke a hornet's nest, they say. Conrad's going to get us all killed.
I agree with Natalie. We mustn't do anything to provoke them.
Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Yeah, but...
It appears I have no choice but to do what little I can to defend what little we have. But I would not see any unnecessary blood spilt. We need a plan.
There's truly no chance for us to restock our supplies. That's it then. We shall have to do this the hard way.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
Let's go.
My shop.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to...
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
Oh ja, true. Wir müssen jetzt die Probleme von Nordstedt lösen. Von Dalimil, meine ich. Nordstedt kommt nach. Und dann der Drache.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
Ich glaube, nach dem Drachen werde ich zurück zu dem anderen Bild gehen. Das hier haut vielleicht den meisten Damage raus. Aber I'm fucking failing right now. What? This does not work. Doesn't work like this. Doesn't work like this. Das ist schon besser. Allein den Blink zu haben.
No women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
Hilft absolut immens.
He's all yours.
This one. Over here. Too slow. Get him. Over here. They mean to overwhelm us. Throw to him. Finished. Yours, Torgal. This one. Let's try. Sick 'em. Finished. This one. Over here. Go for Mohammed!
Take this.
Guess we're all ready. Over here. Sick 'em. Go for
geht das? What the heck? Nice.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Nehmt euch ein Zimmer. Get a room.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Yes. We will take that as a compliment. Anything new? Antworten. Sambrek. Fehlt noch. Hier unten ist der Drache. Überall sonst waren wir schon. Wir werden uns erst hier drum kümmern. Und danach um den Drachen.
First we find Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the wall.
Ghosts? Then a wall won't stop them.
Was sagen denn die Leute vom Markt?
Where is everyone?
Safe behind bolted doors if they're clever. Likely dead if not.
The dame sent you to market, did she? I hope she handed you a fat purse. Stocks are low and prices high. I fear half the stalls won't last the season.
Times are hard. Your custom is most welcome, my lady.
And you shall have it again tomorrow.
Is it true the old capital's lost?
Yep.
The garrison's being sorely tested.
Then they'll be needing more tonics.
Even the new capital is lost.
I saw it with my own eyes. The whole of Oriflamme under a flood.
Then we're next.
It's all downhill.
Can I interest you in some blades of mace, or perhaps a racer to a ginger? I'd be willing to trade if you got no coin.
I will give you 20 talents for that bird of yours. No, 30.
I told you to fuck off. She's not for sale.
Do you see that? It's an absolute disgrace.
It sure is.
If there are ghosts in the Royal Meadows, then why isn't a garrison dealing with them?
Wie glaubst du, können Ritter mit Geister... Whatever.
4 left for more on the captain's orders. Only 2 came back.
God help us.
You heard what happened in the capital. In Moore. What happens if the ether comes here too?
We run, that's what.
Many of those fleeing the ether floods end up here. Noblemen, labourers, waifs. The Dame has welcomed them all. I sometimes wonder if we shouldn't all try to be more like her.
Oh, you should. Definitely should.
I heard the bells. Is the captain back already?
Did you not hear? The captain's dead. As are half our men.
The 2 soldiers were carrying another. He didn't have any legs.
What could do that to a man?
You'll find out.
It was all they could do to escape. They just left the bodies there in the flood.
Ja, da kann man nicht einfach die Leichen mitnehmen.
You saw those soldiers. You saw their wounds. Whatever's out there is coming for us.
That thing, it took off the captain's head. Before we could even draw his steel.
I'm not going back out there. You hear me? Fuck this!
It's all right. Give me your arm.
Well, for once, you're alive.
My brandy's been fucking useless since the skies went dark. I tried the lash, but a piece of shit can hardly spark a gleam, let alone fire my furnace.
Oh, noch einer. Hat die andere wohl schon verbraucht. Scheiß Wichser hier alle. Warum rette ich euch überhaupt? Ihr seid es nicht mal wert, gerettet zu werden. Meistens von euch jedenfalls nicht.
I can't do it. I can't fight those things.
But you can. You must. For me. For us.
We could leave. But where would we go?
More arrived from the capital this morning.
I know. They could hardly stand.
My lord. Milady.
We received the Dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
A Kashik, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Let's see.
We've seen little and less of the soldiers of late. Anyone would think they were hiding.
Die Garnison.
The two soldiers were carrying another.
There she is.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
I can't entirely blame the men of the garrison for losing heart. And they have provided a place for the injured.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
My family. They're still in the capital.
I'm sorry, darling. I truly am.
Fetch!
First things first. Oh ja.
It's all right. Here you are. Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, They came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for Moor.
I thought everything would be all right once we left the capital. But nowhere's safe anymore. Is it?
Looks like it. Hat der noch was zu sagen?
With no one to defend the place. Moor's days are numbered.
Well, Moor ist ein kleines Faschaukaff, also... kein großer Verlust. Oh, das ist übel, das ist böse.
I assume you have a plan?
We need to find out what we're facing. The captain lost his head because he never stopped to use it. If we reman the towers and fortify the walls, we might just stand a chance.
Do-do-do. Do-do-do.
It was all they could do to escape. They just left the bodies there in the...
Good girl.
Dann wollen wir mal rüber, hm? Die Felder sind tot. Einfach nur komplett verlassen. Doch, wohl. Wäre so schön. Absolut verdorben. Ja. Fürs Dorf
safe.
Kommt jede Hilfe zu spät.
Look. I see them. With me.
Fürs Dorf kommt jede Hilfe zu spät.
Should I prime? Save your strength. Go for over here. This one.
Kommt safe in die Tabelle.
Get him. This one. Over here. Sick him. Get him.
Over here! Go to him! Sicker! Go to him! Go to him! Sicker!
Eigentlich ziemlich predictable.
Over here! All yours, Toggle!
Eigentlich ziemlich predictable. Also ich sag jetzt ja super schon. Das ist kein das. But it is how it is.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
Es graut mir. Bei dem, was gleich kommt.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Get a fucking room! Get a room already!
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one. And that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
What? Alter, wie viel FP? Wir haben EP.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Philippe will make a good captain. He reminds me a little of you, Clive. But without all the mocks and mows.
Yes. He's kinda right. Wir sind fast durch mit den Skilltrees. Hier stocken wir unsere Vorräte auf. Stocken wir unsere Vorräte auf.
I got peppers to numb your tongue and put fire in your belly. Would you, care for a taste? Hey?
Welcome, welcome.
15.000.
I do like a customer who knows what he wants. You've a keen eye. And a fine, fine day to you.
Okay, gleichfalls.
Your stall is as ripe as a midden heap.
It's my damn bearer. He's gone and lost the touch.
Ja, immer die Träger.
My apologies for the lack of stock. The Vale purchased most of it earlier to brew tonics for the injured they'd taken in.
Nothing like a little unrest to fill the coffers, eh?
Let the dame hear you say that.
Let of us believe these ghosts have been exorcised.
Soldiers too craven to fight. Stark naught, the lot of them. Weren't till a woman dealt them a swift knee to the stones that they came to their senses.
The dame certainly has a way with the men of the garrison. If only all our problems could be solved so easily.
I heard it was the Dreadworm himself that brought the fire down on the Dominion.
Then the rumors are true. Prince Dion's usurped the Holy Throne.
But there were ghosts at the gates not days ago, and now you'd have us believe they're just gone.
I would. And I'd thank you to trust us. Unless you fancy picking up a sword yourself.
You needn't fret. The creatures have been dealt with.
Yeah, but what if they come back? Is there anything we can do to help?
Es gibt wahrscheinlich auch noch Dialog mit den ganzen anderen. Ja, das ist noch der Bade.
It's heartening to see that the Guard have rediscovered their purpose. I just hope they don't do anything stupid. We've lost enough people to those things.
Isn't Männer. Stupid is their
As
second
long as you
name.
remain, the Vale will see to your needs.
Oh, thank Grieger. I left everything in the capital. What am I to do? Where am I to go?
You don't have to go anywhere. The Dame will see you taken care of.
You heard the Herald. The Emperor's dead and the Empire along with him. If we're going to survive, we'll have to do it on our own.
I don't like what I'll have to do.
The Imperial Army must have tired of their pets. But if they won't feed them...
Kill! This one. Attack!
No talk!
Ich bin doch nur gegen das Viech gerannt versehentlich. Come on.
This one.
We have nothing since fleeing the Republic.
But we do. Our lives and each other.
Gilbard, take this damnable sky. But at least it hasn't heard business. I used to run a caravan from Bocklad to the Dominion. After good old Dion the Bold put an end to that, I was ready to hang up my porter's cap. Until I realized my ill fortune was not quite as ill as I had thought. There were no more goods to transport, it's true. But people, there was no shortage of those.
Well, there will never be. There will never be a shortage of people. Yeah. I'm not quite interested in fighting this thing. Nicht, wenn ich mich gerade darauf vorbereite, den Drachen zu fighten. Beim niedrigen Level. Ich könnte eventuell den Wyvern noch fighten. Nein. Avis. Oh, but no. 3 Millionen bis zur nächsten... Okay. Mit Level 72 den Drachen fighten. It's gonna be fun. Not. I know what's coming. But I don't like what's coming. I absolutely don't like what's coming. Rolling des Schützen. Nice. Gibt uns der Wald so kurz vor dem Drachenkampf doch noch was Gutes. Come on, let's go. Svarog.
This beast isn't to be trifled with.
Geht's aber. Okay, doch nur Level 93. Okay.
Come on.
Mich hat mehr aus als gedacht. Und das hätte ich nicht so early erwartet. Na, wie geht's?
Oh Gott, I'm so sleeping.
Straight home now.
Wait.
Hallo. Danke, danke.
Ja, das geht mit Bogen halt richtig gut.
Oh mein Gott.
Ich hätte schwören können, der wäre Level 100. Ich fighte gerade gegen den stärksten optionalen Boss und der ist nur 93. Aber, well.
Was?
There's no turning back. Ah.
Sofort ist es den Riechen los.
Ja, also dadurch, dass die Range, der mich gerade die ganze Zeit wegkloppt, fühlt sich das eher so an, ja. Oh no.
Aber der hat auch den Move, oder?
Ah, mein Gott.
Oh, fuck.
Ja, wenn das
ja,
alles gut. Doch. Leider. Oh, diese scheiß Animation von dem Spike dauert so lange. Okay, Nater. Immerhin.
Okay. Fuck.
Oh mein Gott, ich dachte jetzt, der trifft
gerade so noch, ey. Boom.
Ich dachte jetzt schon, der trifft nicht mehr, ey. Ohne Witz.
Ja, das war so knapp.
Okay. Und komm ich da noch hin?
Na, glaube ich nicht.
Doch, komm ich da noch hin?
Close, let's go.
Gegen wen fightet ihr?
Vom Nahkampf.
Gegen einen Fisch, der Schlaf macht.
Ah. Was du durch Energy Drinks? Es hilft.
Nö, also ich spiele Bogen und werde sowieso fast nie eigentlich eingeschlafen.
Bonk. Oh, das sind einfach bestimmt 4000 Damage jedes Mal, das ist der Wahnsinn.
Ja, kann gut sein, ja.
Ich habe halt komplett quasi nur auf den Move geskillt, ne?
Ja, also du machst ja, wie viel Shellings hast du?
7.
Ja, dann, oh mein Gott. Die Animation habe ich jetzt nicht kommen sehen. Ja, dann kann gut sein, dass du definitiv ein paar tausend Damage machst, ja. Yo, what the fuck, einfach.
Alter, das Ding kann aber auch gerade einfach überhaupt nicht mehr stehen bleiben, ey.
Nee, ist so.
Block. Bonk. Zack.
Ah, wir können es fangen.
Boah, okay, das habe ich gefressen.
Da
war ich einfach noch in der Animation. Vom Nachladen.
Fuck you!
Okay. There's only one thing to do. Oh.
Ja.
Oh, Ladungszeit. Ja,
Ladungszeit,
ich habe gesehen, dass da gerade die Falle kam und ich so, oh, ich mach gerade eine Bullet Barrage. Das hat ja actually noch, geklappt.
Die Falle habe ich geplaced und er war in seinem Gesicht halt genau vor der Falle schon. Und ich denke so, come on, ab hier, come on.
Ich hab jetzt wirklich gedacht, ich kill den noch, bevor du den hängst.
Hätte mich nicht gewundert.
Ja, das hat, glaube ich, nicht viel gefehlt. Ich hab 3 Ramps.
Ich hab nichts bekommen, was ich brauche, glaube ich.
War nur Gems, also High Rank Rare Drops, aber auch Gems.
Oh, ich hab die
Okay.
Oh, so den Tail von oben. Ja, aber so schwer und sportlich.
Ja, dann lass den nochmal eben alleine machen.
Ich hab halt leider nichts.
Echt? Ja, aber du müsstest doch die Story Quest haben.
Ja, doch.
Ich meine, ich glaube, es gibt noch die Next Quest, wo der allein ist. Aber ich glaube, da läuft noch irgendwas random anderes in der Arena rum.
Das ist bad.
Das war ärgerlich.
This one. Get him. Sick. Slow. Sick him.
Ja, das schaue ich später mal. So, dann,
Jo. Super.
This one. Let's try. Over here.
Angefangen dafür ist das jetzt.
This one.
Wenn ich da nicht rankomme, sagt.
Get him. Too slow. This one.
Kurz davor.
Oh, gut aufgehört.
Mal schauen, wie viel Damage kriegen wir hin. 20.000 Damage. Das ist doch bad. Jetzt ist er sauer. This is bad. Irgendwie habe ich den schwere in Erinnerung. What the heck? Warum ist der so easy?
Kann ich dir sagen, weil du jetzt mal richtig in die Spielstation gegenüber verfeilt.
What?
Das richtige Spiel ist nur gegen uns verfeilt.
Gut möglich.
Ich finde, mein Gunlands Armor Set ist mit einem Langspeer ein bestimmten gut, muss ich sagen. Okay.
Aber das letzte Mal, also als ich im ersten Spieldurchlauf gegen den gespielt habe, war der auch schwerer. Da hat er mich one-shotten nach jedem Angriff. Ich glaube, da war zwar der Levelunterschied auch größer als hier. Cool. Voll. Ja, okay. Und wie viel gibt ihr mir? 13 Millionen Erfahrungspunkte. What the fuck?
Das sind doch einfach nur, also das sind doch mittlerweile auch einfach nur noch bloated Zahlen, oder?
Ja, stimmt. Also, ich bin im New Game Plus, sagen wir mal so. Vorher ging es nur bis Level 50. Da war das noch einigermaßen okay, aber mittlerweile, ja, braucht man relativ viel. Aber man kriegt auch relativ viel. Aber ja, ich hatte den echt schwerer in Erinnerung.
Definitely not to be trifled with.
Was ist mit dem passiert? Hast du deine Zähne verloren? Ah.
Savage auf Wish bestellt.
Auf Wish? Schon irgendwie. Schon irgendwie. Wobei er war ein bisschen. Er war ein bisschen schwerer als Savage, weil er hat halt schon. Ein Angriff hat mir zwischen 60 und 80% von meinem Leben gezogen. Wenn er mich erwischt hat, das hat Savage halt nicht.
Ja, Bro hat Savage nicht ohne Fatales Armor gemacht.
Ja.
Savage war ist ein bisschen früher rausgekommen.
Ohne Fatales Armor wäre das dann wahrscheinlich das erste
Ohne
Mal, als ich ihn gefightet habe, gewesen.
Ohne Alatreon Weapons, weil das gab's alles noch nicht.
Wäre es das erste Mal gewesen. Also das erste Mal, als ich den gefightet habe, da war der Level 50, also das momentane Max-Level, und ich war was, 30? 33, irgendwas in der Richtung. Der komplette Kampf hat eine halbe Stunde gedauert und ich musste perfekt spielen, weil jeder Hit, egal wie klein, hat mich gewone-shottet. Und jetzt, I don't know. Kinda easy. Warum habe ich das Schwert nach draußen? Jawohl. Jawohl, easy in dem Fall. Kann ich ja eigentlich auch wieder umstellen. Auf Odin. Odin ist zwar... Odin ist in gewisser Weise schon cool. Auch mal nur, wenn man 3, 4, 500.000 Punkte Damage machen will. Stark. Schieber weg. So, Diamantstaub haben wir hier und was noch? Also eine Tanz ist useless. Der aus der Luft nicht eigentlich auch richtig hart auf.
Be safe.
Ich kann den nicht in der Luft benutzen. Ah nee, das ist geil, das Sound. Was, wenn ich das Orkanrad benutze? Muss ich warten. Fehlt mir aber Diamantstaub. Für die Combo wäre es cool. Orkanrad hoch und dann mit dem Schlag nach unten direkt wieder auf den Boden. Na. Oh, da bin ich ja nachher gespannt, auf jeden Fall. Wie das werden wird. Erstmal Character Creation, das wird ewig dauern. Oh. Gunlance Armor Set. Das sieht cool aus. Nice.
Oh. Passt besser als ich dachte.
see the pair that got hauled into time?
Round and round the city clock, the wyvern
Das hatten wir schon. Got some new stuff. Nothing there.
Yeah, that should do you. And?
Das Ding. Isabel. Wo wir wirklich zum Spielen kommen, werden wir wahrscheinlich erst morgen. Weil ich kann mir vorstellen, dass es einen Haufen Tutorials gibt, die man erst durchlatschen muss.
Zwei. Glaube ich.
Okay. Ah, haben wir 10.
2 Tutorials, 2 Quests oder so.
We sent Cursebreakers to Martha's Rest, Dalamil, and Northreach. Hopefully they can help maintain the peace. Or at least a semblance of it.
Cole told us everything that happened. It's a bit of a worry that both the Republican and Imperial armies are in disarray. But it was good to hear that the people stood their ground.
Und gleich nochmal was, wie nett.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts?
Zwei Bernstein.
Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Sieht das Jagdbrett aus? Alles geklärt, nice. Rundi. Okay, Sekunde.
Was wondering when you turn up. Hellos from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Taya says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
It's all Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Taya not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Yeah, we'll look after him. What the? Oh god, no.
Taya's right. Your brother is in no condition to travel. That's all I'll say on the matter. It's Mid, Gav, and your uncle we should be thinking about now.
My attendant was with me in the Dominion before I primed. She would have watched the battle unfold and witnessed its outcome. I trust you'll be waiting for me in Tabor, where I can finally introduce you.
You know how I feel about this, but your brother's stubbornness knows no bounds. I'm starting to think it runs in the family.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you like being struck by thunderbolts from on high? Then don't let anything happen to Mid. Yeah?
Ja, weil... Well... Weil Sid ja Ramu war. New Abominations südlich von Tabor, Dalmekia. That's it? C-Klasse Monster? For real? Ich glaube, wir müssen sowieso nach Dalmekia. Südlich von Tabor. Hier ist es nicht. Das Bockland.
We sent Cursebreakers to Martha's Rest, Dalamil, and Northreach.
Hachi.
There's barely been a shipment in since the skies started boiling. A few more days without a visit and we'll have to start eating the blankets.
That'd be good.
Mother, save us.
Might be hard now there's only one.
Then we're all doomed. Will we ever see the sun again?
No. Weil nicht so früh jedenfalls. Was haben wir hier? Was Neues. Auch einen neuen Dish. Was in der Richtung.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales,
the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them. As always.
Ja, rest in peace, Kinder. Ihr kriegt eine ordentliche Lektion.
My biggest worry is that the children have somehow damaged the scales, but are wary of asking for help because they think they'll be punished. And if I find out that's the case, I swear I'll take the switch to every last one of them.
Whew. Poor kids.
Seems the hideaway's lost its appetite. Can you blame them, with the skies as they are?
Oh, that blasted book. Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Mädel. Der Typ. Typical side quest.
I thought I had it all worked out, but I'm buggered if I know where to find skyworm livers and drake's mint. Best hope everyone's favourite know-it-all can help us, eh?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 35 Schritte. Das ist mal typisch Sidequest, ne? Der Dude ist 35 Schritte entfernt, aber sie, die Köchin, hat nicht die Zeit, die 35 Schritte zu gehen und ihn selbst zu fragen. What the fuck?
Klingt nach einem guten Spiel.
Sidequests.
Ja, what the fuck?
I know.
Okay, klingt nach einem Spiel, was richtig viel Hirnschmalz in die Sidequests steckt.
Nee, also manche sind tatsächlich gut, aber andere...
Lawsman Harpocrates, I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Denn ich noch was zu sagen?
I was wondering when next you'd visit. One can only speculate as to why fried mortress of skyworm might have fallen out of favor. Perhaps the rampant popularity of the dish led to a decline in the blueback wyvern population. Or perhaps fashion is to blame. A sprig of cheerful yellow drake's mint pinned to the lapel was once quite the statement among Sandbrequ's fashion-conscious nobility. Regardless, the only place you'll now find both herb and dragon is on the coast near Northreach. Thank you for indulging an old man.
Is a storm coming soon?
Seems the hideaway's lost its appetite. Can you blame them? With the skies as they...
You look like you could do with a drink.
That's what we like to hear. Knock 'em back, everyone. Sid's buying.
Ich frage mich, ob es dafür ein Achievement gibt.
Don't be a stranger, Sid.
Probably not.
What am I gonna do? Oh. But no more.
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallymill Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
Nan sometimes sells swords and that, but never to anyone who's not a friend of ours. That's how it's been for as long as I've known her. You don't think it's true what people are saying, do you?
Let's find out.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into it?
Lady Karen, how's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait, what exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care, but here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto?
Just asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating about you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are ya? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dalamil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
Still alive, are you? Thought you knew better than to put stock in unfounded gossip. What with all the colourful tales attached to your name? Take care.
She's right. Kind of.
I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalamil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
I'll find out who's been making up lies about poor Nan, and when I do, I don't know what I'll do, but it won't be pretty.
Okay. Oh ja, Crap, die gab's ja auch noch.
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his own son's spear.
Never. D on the board. Kinslayer.
We're all gonna die! You hear me? The Akashic are coming and they won't stop until they've slaughtered every single one of us!
How do you suppose they'll manage that? You ever seen one of the blue bastards swim?
So...
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just tell Miss Shirley.
You'll get us all striped. I'm telling you, I can fix them.
Well, here we have the scale, the kids, and the problem. Oh, man.
Sid! Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
And just how long hasn't it been one?
we're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Middledore showed us.
Miss Middledore? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Middledore said, the best way to see how something worked is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
Must have been magic keeping those scales together. It's the only explanation.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Midderdoll's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others? This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Middledor's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, Now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Mididol's hairs.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Mididol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
We missed a piece.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
No. I would never.
Didn't happen to forget anything, did you, Sid?
Gut, da sind wir sowieso zurück. Oh,
fuss over a few dark clouds. You'd think the people here had never seen a storm before.
That leather loosener was only the first of the discoveries the Olympic's gonna help us make. Just you wait, Sid. Just you wait!
Stimmt, sie war ja ein Canva. Eine Quest können wir dann auf jeden Fall schon mal abschließen.
The girls here can have Otto and Gav and Gareth.
Is there anything we can do? It doesn't feel right sitting around waiting for the world to right itself.
Maybe Goat has some work. That, or you could join the Curse Breakers.
It's always a possibility.
I'm getting too old for this.
I can hardly lift my arms. The curses.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, Do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Aber er hat schon recht. Das hat schon recht. Das Game... 1000 Punkte.
If Mid is teaching my pupils her secrets, I suppose I should brush up on some of them myself.
Ah ja, da war was. Nach dem ersten Playthrough, wo alles noch neu war, könnte man sagen, in den eher weniger bombastischen Sequenzen zieht sich das teilweise schon etwas arg.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
Well, time to find out, huh? Time to find out. Good, nothing more here. Weltkarte öffnen. Wir müssen erstmal hier hin, aber das ist okay. Spielt keine Rolle. Die Sidequests auch wann anders weitermachen. Licht und Schatten.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canva was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Ah, Torgal.
Yeah, we should. Sollen wir sogar lang? Keine Ahnung. Beziehungsweise... Na, ich mach die Zeitquest zuerst. Ich finish die zuerst ab. Won't take long.
If all of us continue to work together in defending Delamil, I foresee good things for this town.
Especially with Lubor leading us. I'd say he has the makings of a minister.
Oh, ein Minister.
Lubor did well to bring Conrad and Natalie together. It's like herding curls with them.
I know. Seems it isn't just metal the boy can bend to his will.
One minute they're at each other's throats, the next they're the best of friends.
I don't know how Lubor did it, but he did.
Well, hat sie lange genug in ein Zimmer gesperrt. Hehe, if you know what I mean.
We may have driven the bandits back once, but what's left of them are still out there nursing their wounds and their grudges. So our watch continues.
Ah, good to see you. My comrades and I. And defend Dalamil we shall. I always knew. Meanwhile, proof if...
Gut, dass wir nicht über die ganzen Texte gehen müssen. Das spart tatsächlich ordentlich was ein.
But something tells me we are ever in your debt.
Dalamil's saved, and with our steel.
Those bandits were on the receiving end of some quality craftsmanship.
It has long been my habit to keep a watchful eye on the comings and goings around Dalamil. I shall continue to do so, that our people might be warned of any further attacks. I pray that you continue to play your part too, not of outlaw, but of hero to the hopeless.
You fought very bravely. We would have been lost without you.
Knowing that you would have all been there to pick us up if we fell, gave us more than the courage we needed.
You, Branded, come with me. There are other wounded that need your attention.
The safety of the town is in our hands now. We mustn't let Dalamil down.
Fascinating. But how is it you know so much of fighting bandits?
That's by the by. But I'd be happy to teach the town guard all I know.
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us with. We'll have a hard time putting this place back together.
Oh, nonsense. As long as we all do our bit, Dalamil will be back to her old self in no time.
Mummy,
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
are the bad men going to come back?
No, darling, they're not. Never again.
The gentleman of the town guard is a racket bunch.
Perhaps. But the gentlemen of the League of Merchants have deeper pockets.
You wouldn't happen to know if the pieces that were stolen from my stall were recovered, would you? They were irreplaceable.
The League of Merchants will do its best to cover the people's losses. We may not have much, but we have enough to go round.
Admirable.
If you ever do that again, I'll rip you to within an inch of your life. Run from your master, would you?
Da ist er.
Some of those blackguards were once men of the rock. I recognize their faces. How the mighty have fallen.
Hey, I know you. You helped Lubor fight off the bandits, didn't you? Thanks, mister.
Oh ja, jetzt erinnere ich mich, das sind die zwei... Ah, das sind die zwei Kinder, die Lubor beschützt hat. Oder dann aufgeflogen ist, dass er eigentlich ein träger ist. Oder auf fliegen wird, ist es ja in der Zukunft. Irgendwann.
If all of us continue to work together in defending Dalamir.
What a mess. Where do we even start trying to clean all this up? The gentlemen of the town guard are
Okay, this is the same.
The finest sell swords in
Could be I know something more. What's it worth to you?
I've got 100 gil and a chocobo feather. Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumours about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Dalamil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
Ja, du auch, Götz. Götz.
You too, Goots.
Ich sehe hier nie Götz. Damn. Aue.
The gentlemen of the town guard are
You fought very bravely.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Kann auch sein, dass ich den Drachen so easy gemacht habe, weil ich das Moveset noch drauf habe.
Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
Leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen.
That's not pretending this didn't happen.
sick of this one. Get him. This one. Get him. Stay down. Over here.
Easy.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwin finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwin wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
I need to find Goots. Right now.
You're not worth the effort. Ist den Aufwand nicht wert. I mean, he's right, but yeah.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goot, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Goots, no.
Enough, all of you!
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs?
You bitch! Everything that happened
It was all your fault. And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Goose, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs. You remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It ain't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Oh nein, Mücken. We gotta move for a second. Es gab hier noch eine Handquest. Ich glaube, die würde ich noch machen wollen davor.
Did you see that?
Sonst müssen wir aber erstmal noch mal gucken, wo genau das war. Ich erinnere mich nicht an den Aufenthalt der ganzen C-Lister-Monster. Südlich von Tabor, Dalmekia. Auf dem Weg zu den Feldern von Korava. In Tabor auf einige dortigen Jäger, südlich von Tabor. Tabor, wo ist Tabor? Ah, da kommt ein Anruf. Gib mir das. Okay, da kam ein Anruf. Ah, das ist gut zu wissen, dass es den Jungs gut geht. Plus 15 Minuten. Ich glaube, ich war bei 45. Plus 10 Minuten. Plus 10 Minuten. I forgot where that was. I forgot where that was. Tabor. Oh, ja, da müssen wir ja sogar hin. Completely forgot. We gotta go there anyway. We gotta go there anyway. Okay, dann machen wir das noch. Machen wir das noch. Gehen bis 13. Und danach MH, ne?
I'm all for making this town a welcoming place, but hospitality has its limits.
If you're wondering how this place got so busy, blame the ether. Guardians, bearers, folks from all over have come, seeking refuge from the floods, and the poor devils that drowned in them. For us who've lived here since back in Elwyn's day, it takes some getting used to. And sooner or later it's gonna take some sorting out.
Inn's full. Don't bother.
Ja, da war ja was.
Oh, this guy can fuck right off.
Look, Daddy. Shining so brightly. Isn't it pretty?
Yeah. Pretty blooming sinister.
Did you hear that Martha's been turning travelers away? Her beds are full of bearers. I was starting to warm to him, the way they help around the village and don't cause no trouble. But depriving Martha of paying customers, they're putting her on the road to ruin.
Altweibergeschwätz, nobody hears, niemand nimmt das, nobody takes that, I can't read, I can't talk. Nobody takes that seriously. Nobody. No man.
I'll build a barricade so sturdy, even a bandit girl gone blue couldn't break it down.
Scouts have reported seeing more Akashic on Rhiannon's ride.
The road to Eastpool. I'll bolster the guard at the North Gate then.
Noch einmal rund ums Dörfchen.
The people of the rest may seem to be in high spirits. I give them a little wine, a little company, and the tears soon begin to flow. Don't keep your woes to yourself, soldier. Open those floodgates. You'll feel the better for it, believe you me.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Oh, 1,000 Akashic jaws couldn't hurt me. I'm a son of Rosaria, after all. A born survivor.
Sure.
The world seems to be changing so fast lately I can hardly keep up. But what I do know is that there's more bad news than good. You can tell that just by looking at people's faces.
Want to know how to tell if the world's going to rack and ruin? Look for busy bladesmiths.
I've got greens of all shapes and sizes. Colours too. Mostly green though.
Martha's bearers have been helping us keep the streets tidy. With all the traffic coming through here lately, we're glad of the help.
I expect you heard what happened to the noble quarter. The ether just started pouring from the walls. We were lucky it didn't catch us in our bunks, or we'd have all turned. Where next for the Guardians then? We were driven from Rosalith, then from the Lazarus. Probably be the rest next.
Good question.
Just because the heavens have gone to rack and ruin, it don't mean we have to. Now, let's get this stall set out.
All for making this town a welcoming place.
Martha's got a big heart. It's a pity there's so many who are happy to take advantage of it.
Sorry, but if you're looking for a bed, there's none to be had right now. We're already sharing our cots with masterless bearers and those who fled the floods, and more seem to wash up at our door every day.
Have you heard the latest from Twinside? That the Empress is no more?
Never trust an owl bearing good news, I say. But if it is true, we might finally have a chance to get our country back.
Fate seem bent on driving me from my inn. But if they want me out, they're gonna have to try harder.
Wait, what? Oh ja, stimmt. Ich soll ja gar nicht mit Martha reden. I completely effed that up.
My lord Marquis, is that you?
Sondern mit, Rutherdorf.
It is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalamil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety. My associate in Dhalmekia would have had to pass through the Republic's checkpoints to gain entry to the capital. Perhaps someone in Dalamil or Tabor would have seen him.
So it is a globe-trotting adventure. Nice to see. Ich glaube, das kriegen wir noch hin. Ja, das kriegen wir definitiv noch hin. Und dann machen wir uns ready, um auf eine neue Monsterjagd zu gehen.
There were ghosts at the gates, not
Ja.
You needn't fret. The creatures have been...
Ah, ich bin nur gerade super erleichtert. Gut dass es dem Jungen gut geht. Aber meine Güte, wie stressig.
The meadows then.
That's what the captain said.
Und der Captain wurde gefressen. What you all talking about? You don't need to fight them. Ah, komm. Ein paar XP hier, ein paar XP da. Schade nicht.
Get him! Go to him!
Oh, that's quite a bit.
Mokoti said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot.
Da ist auch einer. What if we kill this one? Doch irgendwann.
This must be our wyvern.
Oh yeah.
All right. Let's get this over with.
God, I'm stupid. Ich glaube, ich habe die falsche Reihenfolge. Ja, ich habe definitiv die falsche Reihenfolge.
That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent.
Und da haben wir sie.
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
So schade, dass man nicht schwimmen kann. Das wäre mega cool. Diener auf Reise. Das können wir auch noch machen, ganz kurz.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
Mummy?
Yeah, finding one man in an entire republic. It's not easy indeed.
We haven't seen the last of those bastards, but when they attack again, we'll be ready for them.
Gut. Gut, das zu hören.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you'd kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist's Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
Oh no. Suit yourself. Tob dich aus.
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
Dann würde ich an dieser Stelle aber auch erstmal sagen, das war's für diese Episode. Wir sind nicht ganz so weit gekommen, wie ich gehofft hatte. Aber wir sind auf einem guten Weg. Ich würde dann sagen, ja, wir sehen uns dann beim nächsten Mal wieder. Bis dann, Leute, haut rein. Ihr seid die Besten und nicht vergessen. Lassen wir es mal auf dem inneren Kreis. Jill, Torgal und Ambrosia und mit und Jote und Talia. Und Vivian und Isabel. Und Martha. Sie sind alle die Besten. Also dann, bye bye!